Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Curran, owner of Fractal Recording. And okay, the question is, how did I get into podcasting? That's the question, right? Yes. How did you get into podcasting? So I got into podcasting. Obviously, I heard the term from somewhere online, and even sometimes on radio, like some of the shows on NPR, they say, "Oh, the show is also available as a podcast." So I kind of knew what podcasting was. So I went online to learn about it, and I found a person who has a lot of experience in podcasting, and he's almost like a podcasting guru. I'm sure there's many podcasting gurus, but the one I found, I'll mention him in a second, but the one I found, he has a lot of resources online to teach people about podcasting, what it is, how to do it, the different equipment you need. I mean, really, he just has so much information online. He's been doing it for so long. His name is Cliff Ravenscraft, and he calls himself, or I don't know if he calls himself or he was dubbed by others, the Podcast Answer Man. Anyway, that's his website, podcastanswerman.com, or you could just search Cliff Ravenscraft or the Podcast Answer Man. He has a lot of videos on how to podcast, where the podcasts are found. I mean, like I said, everything about it. Like I mentioned in another video, I mean, I've been trained in audio engineering, and I've had extensive experience with audio engineering. So the audio part, I didn't really need help with. But the other part, where to post the podcasts and where to find them and how to, most everything else I needed help with. And Cliff was really just a great resource. I haven't had occasion to interview him yet, but I plan on it on one of our new shows, actually. So hopefully one day I can interview Cliff. Anyway, so I learned that's all. I found he's not the only resource I used online as well. I used others. And I just said, okay, I'm going to start my own podcast, and just to try it, right? Just to do it. And I did it out of my house, and I bought some microphones. I bought this mixer, and in my living room by myself, with my wife sitting on the couch working remotely, I did my first podcast, and it was fun. It was interesting, and I posted it, and other people could hear it. So then, by then I had already had the idea that I was going to open my own studio. I don't know. I kind of had the vision for my studio and doing a lot of podcasts before I actually did one. So anyway, that's how I got into podcasting. And the other thing I did was, if you go to iTunes or Stitcher or any of the podcasting directories, iTunes is the biggest one and the most comprehensive. You can look around and search for shows that you might like. Search for shows if you're really into knitting. Search for knitting, and you'll find a bunch of podcasts about knitting from all different people. Some people are experts. Some people are not experts. Some are fun. Some are more serious. So there's all kinds of different podcasts up there. And that's another thing I did. I found some podcasts that I liked and I listened to, and I just enjoy podcasting because it's so easy. It's so much available. There's so much good information out there. Is it hard? Is it sometimes difficult to pick what to listen to? Yeah, because there's so many options. It's like a menu. It's like a 200-page menu at a restaurant. You probably don't even have time to read the whole menu. So are you sure you're hearing the best thing? No, but you got to go with your gut feeling and dive in and see where your heart or your intuition leads you. Anyway, I think I'm getting, I think I'm digressing how I got into podcasting. So we'll stop there. Thanks.